This video isn't like the others, and it's not just because I'm sat here on a sunny beach inside the Bahamas. Over the last 4, almost 5 years of making videos on YouTube, the main theme across all these videos is that they encourage you to watch and enjoy motorsports. But today's video is telling you otherwise. I have to admit that making a script for this video was incredibly hard. Most of the videos that I've made over the last year and a half, they've had very tight scripts. They've had very delicate placing of how a topic develops and how information is conveyed. But from the next sentence forward, there won't be a script. All I have is bullet points down reminding me of topics that I'm going to cover inside this video. I remember a few years ago when I was a NASCAR fan. If you watch NASCAR, you know how long and strenuous a Cup Series season can be. There's about 33 races inside a season. If you count all the extra events like the All-Star race and the duels at Daytona, the shootout, something like 38 or so events, and it is quite a lot for the drivers and the teams. Even throughout the height of my love for NASCAR, there was times where we got midway through the season and I became very, very tired of what was going on, because even though it was only halfway through the season, there was about, 15, 20 races already done, and they're NASCAR. The races aren't short. It became very tiring, and that's one of the issues with the Formula One calendar this year and for the years coming forward. They want to jam more and more races into a season. I'm actually surprised, because usually everybody's like more, but I'm surprised that the F1 fans are like, you know what, we're doing it too much, we're overdoing it, we should make every Grand Prix special. And that's how I feel about motorsports. I feel like it's more special when I take a long break from it, and it's really refreshing when I come back into it after maybe like a couple of weeks, a month or two without it. It's like I'm being reintroduced to something that I really like. Over the course of this season, I'm going to focus in on F1, because other motorsports, I don't think they've had such a topical season this year as F1 did. I think most of my audience is kind of like a Formula One audience, or they at least are aware of the monumental title fight that happened this year. I'm a diplomatically neutral F1 fan, I say that. Obviously, you're always going to favor one driver over another, no matter how much you say you're neutral. But being in that neutral position, I see fans take it way too serious. And it comes to a point where they get so emotionally attached to what's going on track that they lose all logic and thinking. And they say things that make no sense. They claim things that just straight up aren't true. I've seen the two sides fight each other, do racist things. It isn't that serious. It's guys driving in circles at the end of the day. I know I made a video about why racing isn't just cars driving in circles, but at the end of the day, it is sport, and you could be very passionate, but you have to realize that it isn't a life or death thing, and it doesn't mean that it's okay to say hurtful things about fans or drivers or whatnot. For a lot of people, sports, and more topically for this video, motorsports, is a sense of escape from whatever stress, whatever anxiety you have from everyday life. It's an escape from those problems. It's something that you sit down on the weekend and you may have a drink or two. You may sit there on the couch on a Sunday morning, Sunday evening, just sit there enjoying a race and take yourself away from some of the sad realities of this world. But I think it's also important that you have a second escape. Racing is very enjoyable, and I think it's great that we have this avenue as a way of enjoyment, but I think it's always best to have more than one avenue of things you enjoy. You may, during this off season, I challenge you, the viewers, to try and find something else that you can enjoy just as much as motorsports. Maybe it's cycling, maybe it's video games, maybe it's going out, seeing your family, seeing your friends. I think it's important not to just let your whole life revolve around one thing. Basically what I'm trying to say is put some variety in the things that you use to escape from reality. The hardest part about making these videos is trying to convey what you're trying to say in a very efficient and understandable way. Hopefully I did that this video. This is the first time in a long time I've just done a sat down video where I just hold the camera and rattle off things inside my head. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Let me know if you're going to be at any races next year. I know I probably shouldn't be saying this early on, but I'm planning on going to the Indianapolis 500, fingers crossed. The last time I tried to go to a race was a 2-week event. I called it Super Central Florida. It was basically the IndyCar Grand Prix at St. Petersburg, the WEC 1000 miles of Sebring, and the IMSA 12 hours of Sebring. And it just happened that the height of the COVID lockdown happened exactly that week. I wasn't able to go, and I'm really looking forward to being at a track next year. I'm hoping to see you at a track next year, wherever that is around the world. Let me know if you have any plans to go to any racing series next year. That's really exciting, and I hope you all enjoy the off season. I think I may have another video left this year, but we'll see.